Good morning. We are on day 3. Let's have a look what we've got today. I like that sound. Oh, okay. These look like flakes actually. Better make sure I don't cough or breathe actually. Just, no breathing allowed. Flakes will go everywhere. Let's have a look. It's a really weird, yeah, they're kind of like almost look like little mylar flakes or something. Ooh, I've got a random glitter in there from the other one. Oh, look at that. That's nice. It's like little snowflakes. You see that? See what I mean? It honestly looks like snow. Like I've got a little pot of snow. That's really cool. I'm sensing obviously we're going to have to go some snow themed now. As to quite what, I don't know. But I am sensing snow. There's snow business like snow business. Right, enough of my singing. Let's crack on. Right, we're going to do some hand painting. I wanted to do these last year. Basically, we're going to make some trees. And we're going to make some snowy trees. And it's going to be beautiful. It's incredibly boring to watch for you guys, I'm sure. But for me, I love doing this. It was so fun just to sit and... like, the idea that I had in my head actually made it onto the nails. Most of the time I wander off and I've completely forgotten what I was going to do. Yeah, I'm getting worse. I'm using the Nail Chemie gel paints. Like I said, they're very nice gel paints, but the pots really annoy me because they're just squeezy. So that's all wasted. Whatever I don't use, that's it. It's going in the bin. Which for the price of this lot really, really annoys me. I put way too much on there as well. I didn't need that much, but I didn't know how much I was going to need or I wasn't going to need. So I'm going to make little trees. Now, I wasn't originally going to put a black tree on both nails. I do come in later and decide, actually, I do want to have a black tree on there. Basically, I kind of nod that I didn't really want the harsh colour. So I didn't want a pure white and I wasn't necessarily going to have a pure black. I wanted various stages of grey, basically, throughout the trees. I did have to try and stop overthinking it as well. But I then realised that all of my trees were kind of looking a bit the same. So I did actually need to do some that only had 2 branches, some that had 3 branches, some that had 4 branches, just to really, and make sure they kind of layered over each other. I first saw this design. It was actually a picture on a cabin that I was staying in that had these beautiful trees going on in the background, but they had like gold flecks going through. So it was all kind of tones of browns rather than greys, and it had some stags on it as well, and it looked fantastic. And I was like, I love that. Chances of me ever being able to achieve that, probably slim. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to go with it. We're going for that snowy scene, because I know when everybody thought, oh, snow, she's going to do snowflakes. No, I'm not. No, that's far too obvious. I'm not going to lie. I am going to do a snowflake at some point. Well, I really hope I'm going to do a snowflake at some point, because again, I had fun learning those last year. I've got to go back and look at how on earth I do them, because I can't remember. That was a year ago. I can't even remember, a month ago. Come on. But yeah, I love that effect. I love how they turned out. But I was really, really happy with these. I've done something similar with foils. But my trees this time were definitely better. I was happy. I'm going to cough in a minute. You know where you can feel it coming in, you're like going, don't cough, don't cough, don't cough. I'm still getting the hang of this brush. I'm still getting the hang of trying to do hand painting. It's something you've got to keep doing, and you've got to do it regularly, or you just forget what you're doing. There's loads of stuff that I know I spent ages learning how to do. So, you know, things like one stroke or 3D flowers, which I don't think I've ever done again. And now if I had to do them, I sit there and go, nope. So I'm hoping, you know, during the course of this video, well, not this video, but during the course of the Advent, I might be able to whack out some of those skills as well. It is very difficult to come up with different designs for glitter and different glitters. But I really am happy with how this one turned out. So here we go. I decided, yes, I did want to add some black trees in. So I just come back and add them in. Easy peasy. It was really hard. You needed to do enough trees to make it cover, but you don't want to do too many trees that you lose the trees. And then you can't see the wood from the trees. Sorry, that was awful, wasn't it? I do apologise. No, I don't at all. Oh dear. And all I'm doing, I'm just flash curing them for 10 seconds in between each one. And then we're just adding more white each time, just to lighten it up for the next tree. It really is that simple. But yet so effective. And again, I've changed the tips. So we've got a different shape. Well, it's not quite different, you know, they are coffin shaped. But I'm trying to do designs, you know, for different nails. You could do this on a smaller nail. You could. You just need to not do so many trees. You know, you've just got to bring it all further down. But it is doable. I didn't know how much space I would need, so I went bigger. Which could have worked out disastrously, because I could have had way too much space, and then the trees are all tiny and it doesn't work. But thankfully it turned out quite nicely. I was chuffed with that. There we go. We're going to add some more white in there. So what I've got down, I've got like an acrylic matte. So it's got a shiny surface, and that's what I put down before I start doing any hand painting, because it just means I can use it to mix paints. It doesn't stick to it. So it's easy to clean them off, and it's like a big giant palette, basically, instead of me trying to fit everything onto a tiny weeny palette, and then I don't have enough space and then I get irritated. I just like having it right next to me, because it just makes it really, it just makes it easy. I'm just going to add some little flecks in there, and then cure it again. I'm surprised that brush did not end up in the paint, because the amount of times it rolled towards it and I just managed to catch it. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put top coat over the top. And I know you're looking at me going, why top coat? So we're going to bring in the glitter. And we're going to make it like the glitter is just glistening the trees. Right? But I don't want to top coat then over the top of that, because it will... I want the texture. I want the... I don't want to kind of encapsulate. I want the texture, basically. That's what I'm going with. I did put it in the lamp, or thankfully I hadn't turned the lamp on and then realised, what are you doing, Shona? That's just stupid. So I'm just using the edge of this brush just to bring it in. If I end up with a bit too much, I'll just spread it out a little bit. The nice thing about this glitter is, so it looks very white. It looks quite a harsh colour, but it actually isn't. And thankfully, I figured that bit out before I put it all over, because otherwise this could have gone disastrously. But you'll see, can you see what I mean? Because it's just little flakes, you just get the glisten of them. It's not a harsh white glitter, which is why it works beautifully for this. Well, I think it works beautifully for this. And then, but that's basically what I'm going to do, is just add those little flecks on around the trees, and then I'm going to put some at the bottom as well. So obviously we've got the land. It's glistening with the snow. I know. And then we're going to cure it in the lamp, and I'm going to do exactly the same to this one. And then I'm just going to come in and I make another just plain nail in the middle, just to add to the design basically. And then that's it. That is this design done. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're going to come and join me for day number 4. Thank you so much. I will catch you then. Bye.